Hey everybody, this is TJ Watkins, author of The Shift, Moving from Victim to Exploratory Self. Welcome to day 87. I am so excited. Today we are going to talk about perfectionism. And this is a topic that I consider myself an expert in. And the reason why I'm an expert in, because I have been a victim of my own perfectionist standard. Like you, I have probably lost relationships because of it. And perfection is this refusal to accept any other standard than the one that is in your head. And I know many of you will say, yeah, teacher, but what's wrong with that? I'm a perfectionist, and you carry it like it's a badge of honor. And I'm going to just break it down of why it's not a badge of honor, that it's in fact a badge of fear. Because perfection is used as a vehicle in which you house your fear, and you put an enormous amount of criteria and a standard on other people, which is not so loving. In fact, it is all fear-based, so it can never be loving. And I have definitely been guilty of it. I have been guilty of it to such a degree that I know that I have lost relationships on it. I know that I have allowed my perfection standards to stop me from launching good ideas because I wanted it better. And many of you that know me, you know I've spoken about this. And it wasn't until probably the last 3 weeks that I saw this perfectionist thing that really, the root of its fear-based aspect, that when you see how it is insidious in coming into your life and creating a judgment about somebody else or about a product that you've created or about anything. At work, you hold other people to such a standard that not even you can live up to it. You expect everybody, you expect 10 TJs to be there and live up to some ridiculous standard, work many, many hours after work time is done to achieve that standard. So today I want you to take a little breather and I want you to shake this off, because it's time to face this fear. It's time to let 80% be good enough. It's time to let the world experience you as is without the conflicting ideas of what you have about yourself. You see, sometimes we forget we are human. And then when we are forgetful that we are human, we put an inordinate amount of pressure on ourselves. And in that inordinate amount of pressure, we cannot uphold that standard, so we push it out to others. And we look rather at them. Oh, she couldn't even do this. I do that in my sleep. Or he couldn't even lift this, and I lift that in my sleep. And they can't even wash a car properly. You know, I used to do this, and I've heard myself say this. But for you, it may play out different. Your perfectionist standard that you hold like a badge is not really building relationships at all. At all. You're doing it because you think this is what other people see you as less than, and you're going to prove your worth to them. Because that's what it essentially is. When I want to build the perfect product, I'm so caught up in what others may think, because I have this idea of myself that if I don't let that live at a certain standard, I'm going to think everybody's not going to love me, and everybody's not going to see me in that way that I want to be seen. You see, this is how perfectionism stops you from doing new things. So you only play within your skill set. You know, you never expand beyond that. And sometimes everything you need to learn is right outside of that. It's by trying something new, trying to play the violin, trying to play the piano, trying a new game. You make yourself more flexible, pliable, and that is what life is about. Life is continually filled with change, and your rigid response to that change is going to only create problems for you. And fear will be sitting right behind you, stopping you every time. But it's going to hold an ego structure called perfectionism, and you're going to think it's something great. And not, I have seen this trait in a lot of women. Men, we are too self-absorbed and egotistic to be, we always think we're doing stuff great. We always think, and this is a generalization, yes, we always think whatever we touch is great. A woman can do a thing 98% perfect and she will not move forward until that thing is 100% before execution. Most of the time. And I mean, this is just generalization, but I have observed that. That's why I'm saying that. So today, my only wish for you, my sincere wish for you, is that you recognize your perfectionist standard is no longer working for you. And it is time to let it go. And that message is for you, as that message is for me. And this 90 days has been a practice of putting myself out there, because I am intentionally not editing these videos. So what you see is how I shoot it. I'm letting go of my perfectionist standard. Are you willing to? Until I see you again, have a fantastic day. Cheers.